It's been 18 years since the last movie, 28 years since the infection. The zombies have evolved in strength, intelligence, length, and girth. We're talking 28 years later. Let's go. This is The Binge, a show where we talk movies and we drink. Each week, we make our way through an entry of a franchise, and we get a little drunk along the way. I'm your host, Joshua Ryan. Today, I am drinking a beer from the Victory Brewing Co. It is called Witty Monkey. It's a citrus wheat ale, and it is 9.5% alcohol. I'm going to get fucked up. Timbo, with me as always, my guest, or with me as always, my co-host. Sorry, you were not the guest, Tim. You are a regularly attending co-host. You are almost equal to me on this show. Tim.
That's what I'm saying.
What's up?
Yeah. Johnny. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm excited to talk about naked zombies running fast. Some of them
There's
running
so many
slow.
naked zombies in this movie.
So many naked. Why is all of them naked? And why have we got different kinds of zombies this time? We're changing up the lore. But I'm actually finishing off something I've had for a while, the Blue Note whiskey. I only got a little bit left, so we're going to see how that goes. But, yeah, excited to be here. Let's talk about it.
All right. With us, returning guest, maybe our most common guest here. We have Loretto. I think you've been with us more than anybody. Loretto, what's up?
What up? Good evening, good morning, whatever time it is for you guys. Always a pleasure to be here. Always an honor and a privilege. And speaking of privilege, I wish I had privilege, but it's been kind of cold for this spoiled Californian. So I've got some cognac to warm me up, some Hennessy.
God, I love
that'll do the trick.
Always the little bottles.
Yeah, I got my nice little glass here, kind of warm me up a little, warm up my tummy. And I gotta say, Tim, if zombies, why clothes? Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't need clothes. If zombie,
true.
You know,
it's true. I mean, some of them, yeah.
I think it's the zombie being practical. You know.
Well, it depends on, do zombies get hot? Do they get cold? How's that all work out?
Tim, you're taking away all of my talking points about the weather and the way that zombies feel in it. Let's cheers.
Cheers.
Ka-chink. All right, to naked zombies. So this was my third viewing of this movie. I've seen this movie 3 times. I saw this movie in theaters. I had a great theater-going experience. I was the only one in the theater. I absolutely love when I go to the theater and I am completely alone. Means, yes, like a sad, middle-aged white man, I went to the movies alone to begin with. That's fine. As a child, as a teenager, I used to shame those people. I'd sit in the theater and be like, look at this loser. I am that loser now, and I'm proud of it, and I regret the way that I thought of those people. Because it's great.
I love going to theater alone.
Yeah.
I can watch whatever I want. I can get popcorn if I want. If I don't want, I don't have to get it. I get a drink if I want.
I can take my pants
after, hang out. Oh, well, okay, calm.
All right, Pee-wee.
They don't have the. Yeah, I was gonna say they don't have those movies anymore.
Easy there.
Pee-wee was framed.
He was framed. Yes, no, but I'm with you. You kind of look down upon those people, and then they are like, "Oh, it's just nice to get away."
You grow up and realize we're all those people.
Well, you grow up and you realize that's peace.
Exactly. That's really what it is.
Fucking enjoying yourself and with your own time. It's quiet. Oh, it's great.
It's happened to me a few times that I'm the only one in the theater, and it is bliss. It's been my favorite movie-going experiences. I saw Blade Runner 2049 completely alone. The Shape of Water, I saw that movie twice in theaters. My second viewing, completely alone. Here, 28 years later, boom. Completely alone. Pants off. So
let's fish sex.
Then I bought the movie on 4K when it came out. I rewatched it then, and then I needed the 4K imagery. I needed it to be as crisp, as clear as possible. Don't ask why. And then I rewatched it again for the podcast. So I've seen this movie 3 times. Tim, this was your first viewing, getting ready for the show. You hadn't seen it. So I'm very curious to hear your thoughts.
At the time of this recording, I literally just got done probably 6 hours ago finishing it. Because I
6 inches ago?
Finished 6 hours ago. By the time we recorded. Day of. Finished. Watched. Finished. Got it done. Started and stopped. Multiple times. Because I had things to do. Yeah. No, it's my first timer. First timer here, fam. First timer.
Well, just tell us your thoughts, because think this movie freaking
Is that what
rules.
you want? I thought we were just walking around. It's interesting.
Give me your brief thoughts. We'll get into the deep and dirty of it. Just give me your brief thoughts.
It's very artistic. There's a lot of, especially the beginning, and like halfway through, it's very artistic. There's a lot of weird shit going
6, 7, up, down, boots on the ground.
Which was,
what
it was weird.
We'll talk about it. I love it. I have notes on it.
And then, like, the third act was almost like a completely different movie, which was also interesting.
Yeah.
The kid got very brave very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron Taylor-Joy, or whatever his name is. He's kind of
not Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, yeah. What's Quicksilver?
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
An asshole. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yeah.
He also was Craven, the Hunter.
Yeah.
Don't
besmirch Craven.
Nobody watched Craven.
Nobody watched. So Josh watched it alone in a theater with his
pantsless.
Pants off.
So
just a fur coat, just
Tim, to your point, I prefaced this movie for my wife because, like I said, I saw it alone. So when she was like, "Was it good?" and I said, "Yeah," and she goes, "Would I like it?" Because she loves zombie movies and she really liked the first two. And I said, "I think you will, but it is different. Just be prepared. It is different than the first two." And she was like, "How so?" I said, "It's strange. It's weirder." And I said, "And it is more art house in some of the way that it goes and stuff." And so when she watched it, she did say at the end, she's like, "I did like it." And I think if you hadn't prepped me for it, I would have been so thrown off by it that I wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah.
But knowing going into it, kind of to expect it to not be a standard zombie movie like 28 Weeks Later, it's not your straight, typical Hollywood kind of zombie movie, which is why this movie's been very divisive, honestly. A lot of people haven't liked it, and a lot of people have loved it.
Yeah, this is one of those I had to actually kind of look up after. I was like, I gotta see what people were thinking about this movie, because usually I don't. Sometimes I'll do the letterbox if I remember, but I don't let that sway me. I let you guys sway me, as you can tell by watching most of our episodes together. But yeah, it's kind of weird. And then the guy said zombie in a zombie movie, which happened in here, which usually they don't. They don't say zombies. And it's really
Who said zombies? I've seen it 3 times. I don't remember.
The right on the train scene when he was gonna kill the baby.
Oh,
the mom and her,
Swedish
dude.
But you know what though?
Yeah.
I didn't have an issue with that. That guy's like a Gen Zer. He's a kid. You know what I mean? Like.
No, I'm with it. That's the thing. Like, I've always been like weirded out. Like, why don't they just call them fucking zombies? But like, even in like Zombieland, they make fun of it. Like, we're not saying the Z word, and shit like that. They're always like the dead, the Evil Dead, the Walking Dead, whatever. But it changes up its own lore. I feel like it kind of like changes its own rules, but with like implying evolution of it, I guess you could say.
Well, it's been a long time now. It's been 28 years.
Yeah, but
a lot can happen.
Didn't they say they starve in 28 weeks later? Should they?
Yeah.
Well, then they did show them eating the deer in the weird art house way.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like slow ones, and now there's alphas, and they're not all just like rage. And apparently the bridge of motherhood brings zombie mother and regular mother together in some weird fucking way. I don't know.
Well,
that's the
for
thing.
one, we get Danny Boyle.
Zombie childbirth. Sorry, I'm jumping. Yes.
No, that's okay. Listen, we're going to talk about the childbirth in detail.
I'm sure.
Danny Boyle returns to direct. Yes. Alex Garland returns to write. In the years since Boyle directed the first 28 Days Later and this movie, he went on to direct a ton of movies. He did Sunshine. He did 127 Hours. Steve Jobs, Yesterday, Trainspotting 2. He's been busy with a lot of Oscar-nominated and Oscar-winning movies. Just like the last one. Just like the last one, we have an entirely new cast. We get Jodie Comer as Isla, the mom. We have Aaron Taylor Johnson as Jamie, the dad. Alfie Williams as Spike, who is just gives a great child performance. Just a great performance in general. And this, I looked up like his filmography and stuff. This is really like his only big major movie or anything. He hasn't done like much of anything, it didn't seem. And then of course we get Ralph Fiennes, not to be confused with Ralph Fiennes. A lot of people call him Ralph. Don't call him Ralph.
What the?
He doesn't like it.
It's not Ralph.
It's not his name.
Ralphie.
So this movie came out. This was planned as a trilogy, a 28 years trilogy. So far, all the movies have kind of just jumped and been their own little individual stories, kind of still following the same rage virus thing, but we follow a different group, different story. The 28 Years trilogy is all going to be interconnected, and they actually filmed 28 Years Later and 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, which is dropping this weekend. We'll be covering it next week. They filmed them back to back, which is how they were able to just pump them out so quick. And it seemed up in the air for a little while whether we were going to get the third. But Sony confirmed it a while back. The third's coming. They're going to round out the trilogy, and who knows? Maybe we'll get more after that. But really quick turnaround. So the box office on this movie, $151.3 million. Over $70 million of that was domestic. Budget of $60 million, so that's a pretty good turnaround. Tagline, in 28 days it began. In 28 weeks it spread. In 28 years it evolved. The evolution is coming in, Tim. You know all about that.
Fantastic tagline.
I like that tagline. Brings the whole franchise into it. Brings the whole franchise. So this movie opened second at the box office. Dropped number one the weekend that it dropped was How to Train Your Dragon, the live-action remake. Then number 2, 28 Years. 3 was Elio? Which, I don't know. Nobody saw it. I'm surprised it was there.
I think it's Elio.
4,
I saw it
Lilo
when
and
it came out.
Stitch. 2 live-action remakes. We have in the cinemas at the same time here. 5, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. Did you see any of these in theaters, you guys?
I saw all of those in theaters.
Oh, look at you go. Oh, jeez.
No.
Yeah, I surprisingly only made it to 28 Years. I didn't see any of the rest of these in theaters. I've seen all these movies. I just didn't catch them all in theaters.
Yeah, my wife and daughter. My wife took our daughter to go see Lilo and Stitch in theaters, so that was their mommy daughter date. Yeah, right. And then I got to watch it on Disney Plus along with Elio. That was a movie.
Oh yeah, I actually haven't watched that one. I said I've seen all these. I didn't watch Elio yet. Yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
I'll get to it. He goes to space or something. He's a little boy. Doesn't he have an eye patch?
Yeah. And his friend is a penis.
Oh. Is it an alpha?
I did not think about that until now. That's
Dude,
hilarious.
the character design on those damn aliens. Once I saw it, I was like, I couldn't take the movie serious. The father especially looks like a penis. Like the father alien, he's got a little nose, and then he's all round, and he doesn't have a face. He looks like a penis.
Josh is like, I'm fucking watching that now. No, that's going to bump to the top. I watch Frankenstein.
Add it to his queue, his queue is like adding it to the top.
To the pantsless queue goes Elio.
These Oscar.
No, that sounds weird.
Oscar-nominated films. Nah.
Speaking of perverted, this movie opens up with Teletubbies. That's weird.
Yeah, that was
a weird way to start a movie.
Good cold open.
You know, I think as a dad now, I don't really want to see people eat kids. I don't know. You know, it was weird.
You don't want to see what?
As a dad, things hit me differently now.
Yes.
Do you want to say it?
Well, it's like, but see, that's the terror. Like, you don't want to see that.
I know.
And it's
I mean, you knew it was coming.
Fucked.
And they don't show you. They just I mean, you don't really see it. You just see blood.
It's like Anakin Skywalker with a lightsaber, but you know.
That was actually easier to watch.
Master Skywalker.
And then the kid's face is perfect. He's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, he's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, he's like, "Oh shit." Yeah, people want to just jump over that thing that he killed younglings. That's fine. Yeah, you know that opening scene definitely set the fucking tone. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
they're just ripping through that house, and everyone's just.
Remember when everybody thought?
Okay. Yes.
Remember when everybody thought that the purple Teletubby was trying to turn kids gay?
Yeah, because of the triangle and all that.
Because he had the triangle, and he was purple, and his name is Tinky Winky, which is a funny name.
Yeah.
But
he also had a purse, and he had a very deep voice, so there was a lot of confusing things there.
A lot of things going on with Tinky.
I never really watched it. I always heard that.
I don't know. The son was a
question,
baby.
Fellas. It's true.
Off the wrist.
So weird.
The son was a baby.
When in the beginning, okay, hold on. First of all, before we move on, Loretto, your boarding pass to fucking Star Tours. I think your
Oh,
ticket
sorry.
is ready to
You
roll.
can hear it.
Oh, 100%. I heard it the first time. I was like, yo, you're now boarding Star Tours. What are you going to fucking Endor? Anyway, so you have the very opening. The kid runs, gets out of the house. He runs across the street to his dad, who's the priest, because that's the thing. And then his dad is like super. You're not supposed to be. You're supposed to take a vow of celibacy and
I'm
not
gonna
have
accept
a family.
the fact that he probably had the kid before he was ordained or whatever. But
yeah, that could have happened.
It
sure.
it is interesting to have your dad be a priest.
It is interesting. Yeah, because yes.
I think that's changed.
It's always
that's only specific to like Catholics right now, right?
What other Catholics are the ones with the priests, Josh? Everyone else has like a preacher or a pastor.
So maybe it was one of the others.
Well, when he is being a man in the cloth and wearing everything, he goes to
Wait, do we know if it was Halloween?
It's a fair point. It's a fair point, Josh. You got me there. It might have been Halloween and him hanging out in a church talking very priest-like.
Nailed it.
You got me. But it is always funny that, like, the religious, especially the church, the Catholic Church, is always like, whenever they have like a small town priest, he's like, yes, this is the reckoning, and they're always like the fanatic side of that shit. And I was like, can you just once be the guy be like, no, this isn't the end of the days, we need to fucking get the fuck out of here.
You should be like, this is bad. Get the fuck
out
of
he's
here.
Actually, this is bad. Yeah. But then he allows himself to get eaten, and then as he's getting eaten, the zombies are fucking like, just, oh, he's one of us now? Like, how do they know? This is my question. How do they know to stop eating him and then to accept him as one of their tribe? You know what I mean? Because it's usually you just see them get eaten and then they kind of move on, or they finish eating him and all that stuff, and then he's like, whatever's left, they're a zombie with that mangled body. But man, in this one scene, you see him like get eaten. He's all about it. He's screaming. He starts puking up the blood, and then he's like, "I'm fucking with you. Let's go." You know, like he just fucking did a butt chug. Yeah, he fucking shoved LSD up his ass, and he fucking took off. You know, and then they just like followed him. They're like, "Yeah." You know,
he was
he's
the
like,
new
flock. Yeah, he's the new congregation leader with his new crew.
But I had that in my notes too, that he's just like treating this like this is the second coming of Christ, or this is, you know, this is the revelation. And I'm like, what? What? In what religion? No matter what the religion is, are you just like, this is my God's grace is rage zombies running in and eating your face and eating your family.
And he was like, "Oh, my children, yes, my children, like they are eating you, sir."
Yeah, right. Yeah, he was all about it. But then he was cool with the son leaving. He's like, "Yes, run, Taylor, or whatever his son's name was." And then someone's running.
Run, little boy.
But yeah. So how do the zombies know?
Run on you, Taylor
Josh,
Joy.
You already talked too much. Loretto, how do the zombies know to stop eating him?
I like to think that World War Z, even though it's a different franchise, had a pretty good explanation for it. Because I thought that was kind of cool. Like, they kind of just know instinctively what's food and what's not food. Because I feel like that's an animal thing, too, you know? Like, animals just kind of know, like, okay, you're my food, I eat you, and then they go about their lives, like...
Loretto, I own animals. They eat shit. I've seen them eat shit right out of a butt. They eat things that aren't food.
Well, you own
pigs, I don't know.
Too.
I'm going to rebut this. I'm going to rebut your argument.
You know, most cases, dogs don't eat other fucking dogs. You know, they just part of the pack, right? Like,
okay,
yeah, right.
All right, that part. Okay, you're back. I'm back on track.
Yeah,
yeah. But sometimes bears eat other bears.
Flock together and get fucked.
Rage zombie style. All right, we're moving on. I'll be the one this time. We're moving on. Next piece. The whole time I thought it was him, and it wasn't. I was very confused. I wasn't very confused.
So they basically they gloss over the zombies that were rushing to Paris at the end of 28 weeks, and they're just like, yeah, we cleared that up. That's all done.
Oh yeah, I totally fucking forgot about that.
They just didn't like the text. They were just like, no, that's all good now. It's fine. So the plot of this really begins with Spike going on his first hunt. Anya Taylor-Joy is taking Spike out for his first hunt to kill his first zombie. And Spike is really the star of this movie, which is what I saw a lot of people complain about. They're like, I don't want a kid. I don't want to watch a kid. And I'm like, what?
Why was that?
In my zombie movie, I want like a man. Like, no, Spike's a cool character. I think Spike is a genuinely good, interesting character, and Alfie Williams played the part really well. And this hunt that they go out on, Tim, you talked about the fat zombies, the slow-lows.
Yeah.
Slow-lows is what they called them. We know that zombies can starve to death. We talked about this. We saw it in 1 and 2. How are these zombies so fat? They're eating worms. They're crawling on the ground and eating worms. I have questions.
What I'm saying. I don't understand. Because if you're crawling
do they
around
just eat enough worms
moving,
to stay fat?
Yeah, how many fucking worms you eating? And then how come other shit's not picking on you? You telling me some vultures aren't fucking coming down or some birds fucking coming at that motherfucker? Anything?
If you were a bird,
and then you got baby ones? You got fucking little baby fat ones? What is that about? I don't understand.
That one looked like a Teletubby.
It looks so weird.
It looked like a Teletubby.
Yeah, it was fucking. And
I think that was
bloated.
I think that was
like
the
they've been in the water for too
I didn't even
long.
catch that till now.
Maybe
that was
that was.
Teletubby.
Yeah, Loretto, clear this up for us. I'm giving him the hard questions.
Vultures don't know any better.
Vultures don't know. I was waiting for you to be like, vultures know what to eat and what not to eat, Tim.
Vultures know what's food and what's not food.
But I couldn't even bullshit you because it doesn't make any sense.
But why are they fat? Like, why are they fat and slow moving? And how much is their food? Because you got to be eating a lot of food. And I mean, I get that they're slow, they're fat,
so,
sure, or
what
vice
I understand,
versa.
I think when you go Z mode, you are whatever you are, right? So if a fat person gets the virus, they're fat.
Yeah.
And maybe they just so happen to live 28 years and they're still fat. But like, I feel like your body stays what it is.
Buy this.
Like,
but no, I don't. You know what? I don't buy that shit. Only because this is rage zombies.
I don't buy it either.
And they're supposed to like just fucking take off and rage. And then like everyone, Josh immediately jumped ship.
immediately flipped. I was like, what the hell, man?
This is like me with my scoring. Nope, I don't want to give it a 4. I didn't get it. And they're like slowly creeping up on him, which I can get that. You know, he's slowly like crawling around him, which I thought was going to get him. And he's fucking eating his shoelace thinking it's a worm, then he spit it out. Like, that was fucking crazy. But like,
well, they're dumb, Tim.
How?
They're dumb.
I don't know.
Now, it does raise the question about like...
Oh, man.
It raises the question of caloric intake in a zombie.
Yes.
Because some can starve, some get fat, some are ripped, some are jacked. So is caloric intake calorie to calorie excess or deficit? Does this play a role in their body? It has to.
But that goes back to Loretto's point of like that guy called Samson at he was a big dude to begin with, and then we got the Z dog, the Z virus. He fucking was still big.
Do we know that he was a big dude?
He's got plenty of. I mean, I'm assuming he's got plenty of cardio. And was he banging that chick? Like, is that what happened? Like, because I'm assuming he was looking for his kid. Was I the only one thinking that? That he was trying to find the kid the whole time?
Yeah, I think that was the whole thing. Like, he reproduced. Right? Yeah.
That's what I got. I got that he's been banging
How did that
the hose.
happen? What did he have to do for that to happen?
Put his giant wanger in the fucking chick's vagina.
Question.
There's no clothes. She's all, he's all like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
We reverted to the world of the cavemen. No, but like, we haven't even gotten to this freaking character yet because we're still on Spike. Here,
I know we're taking our time.
We're way behind. Yeah.
Ralph Fiennes has a very throwaway line about how there's many reasons why the virus could have evolved, and maybe somebody with blood infused with steroids or whatever. So I feel like. Yeah. I thought it was implied that the alpha was probably on steroids, and the virus mixing with the steroids just created this mega strain of blood or whatever.
Yeah, I think Spike was saying that to the Switzerland, right? Because the other guy was from Switzerland.
I think so.
Why am I saying
maybe
Switzerland? Weird.
So, Tim, I wanted to talk about, or it was Loretto who was quoting the lines as they go out on their first hunt. Tim, when you were like, it's kind of art, it's artsy. And so as they go on their first hunt, the audio that is playing over, seemingly unrelated and detached, this is the poem Boots by Rudyard Kipling. It's the rhythmic, repetitive, and ominous poem was included in the film's trailer and has been used in the past for military training to psychologically torture soldiers. And it was included in this section of the movie to intentionally kind of cause that discomfort and the confusion of you're like, what is going on here? And it seems unrelated, and it's repetitive, and it's discerning and discomforting, and you don't like it. And I think it works great. I love that part. When I first saw it in theaters, I was like, what's going on? But I loved it.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it was artsy. Okay. And then when you start showing people stomping around, goose stepping, I'm always thinking Nazis, and I don't like Nazis. So
you don't like the visuals that accompany it.
I think the visuals fucked me up because I know you play with sound design a bunch, especially when the mom. There was later in the movie where the mom, I think it's just after the gas explosion, and you could tell she's kind of like not there because she's hearing like sirens or she's hearing something in the background, but it's so faint. Because I get the benefit of like listening to it on my headphones, so I feel like I pick up a lot more. So there was fun with the sound design with the mom. But yeah, some of the visuals, I was like, oh, this is getting like real. I got those very propaganda. And even when they're doing, the boys were trying to like do the archery. Not trying, when they were doing archery, they show archery and they're training and stuff like that. So I got it for what it is. I just was like, this is very artsy. Take it or leave it. That's what it is.
I take it.
It's not lost on.
And real quick, while we're still early on in the film, for me, like we kind of glazed over. I really like the way they set up the community. Like they set up the fact like this island is separated from the mainland with this channel that's only revealed by the tides, and which creates an excellent set piece later.
Oh,
and it
yeah,
really
I
breaks
love that
down. So when everything's fucked, it breaks down like, okay, so if humanities are alive, where do they start from? So it's okay. We have a base. We have a village. Everyone has a role. Like you saw, like the paper pictures. It's like some people have to farm, some people have to hunt, and other people need to learn how to defend the village, and then they do the archery training. Yeah. I thought it was really interesting, especially once we get into that tense moment with the boots up and down, marching for miles and miles and miles. And then you see the kids training, and then you see Spike fucking freaking out, trying to actually use his training. And I thought that the way that was cut was really, really excellent. And it, like Josh was saying, it creates tension. And you were saying, I think Timbo, it was like uncomfortable. It makes you like uneasy. And I love that sequence. And I just thought the whole thing, he set it up really beautifully from the beginning. And then later on, that channel plays into a role later, which we'll get to. But
yeah, I like the channel part. But what's with the fucking mask? You know what I mean? Yeah, they had like the mask with the blood. Like first, you like the dude with the archery who's teaching the kids archery. He had it like kind of propped up, but he had it on him. And then like when they're setting up for the party, I thought there was just a person standing in the middle of the fucking like banquet. Just put it on, but I guess maybe it was a dummy wearing it, and they never. I don't know what the fuck that was about. I thought
it was like some little girl wearing it, but to be honest, I'll be honest. I think the village was giving me cult vibes.
Yeah,
but like, it was there's something very cultish about that whole community. Like,
yeah, but also safe at the same time, right?
Yeah,
not because they're cultish. Not because they're cultish, but because, like you said, they had like that water bridge that went and came away. Everyone kind of knew what they were supposed to be doing. You feel bad for the mom. I thought she had dementia or some shit was going on. Yeah. Alzheimer's.
Oh, yeah. No, she had something going on.
Well, she had cancer.
Yeah. We learned that later.
Sorry. Spoilers.
That's okay. I was just going to say, it's not important. I was just going to ask. I was thinking, do you guys think that they choose the alpha based on dong size? Is that how they get elected to be an alpha?
There it is. There's the first one. Dave,
we came full circle, right back to the penis.
I'm just wondering, because he is the alpha, and it's arguably pretty large. So
to be fair, his dong is practically touching the damn ground, guys. Like,
yeah, is that a Josh, in your vast knowledge of animals living on a farm, is that how the animals decide their alpha? Big old dongers?
Well, that's how they all refer to me as the alpha. I had to go out there pantsless. Yes, and assert my dominance so that they would all obey me. And now they just follow me everywhere. I can't get away from them. The alpha is wearing a prosthetic. I meant to do more research on this. That is a prosthetic penis. Man. I do know that much.
Wait, so Chris Pratt's the alpha with those raptors. He's got a huge.
How did he get there?
At least it's bigger than the raptor penis. So that's dino.
You can't see those because they're basically birds, and you never see a bird penis.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be that big, just bigger than the last guy's copy.
Well, I imagine it's kind of like Red Rocket, right? Because you don't see the dog's dick till they get fucking excited, right? Like,
How are we talking about
This is a good podcast. This is a good. We're doing good.
I like you guys. You guys are crazy. You guys are fun. I like you.
So the first encounter with the alpha.
You know who's
when
got
there's a
weird
boar.
penises? Ducks. They look like fucking horse curs.
You open a wine bottle with it. So
Can.
the first encounter with the alpha, it's when they're out hunting, and then they just see, they see like the head. There's like a deer head stuck up in the tree, and he's just like, it's an alpha. Oh my god. And they freak out. And then they see the alpha, and there's a big horde. It's intense. I think it's one of the best scenes. There's a lot of really strong scenes, but the first encounter with the alpha where he's just standing on the horizon watching, and then the naked horde just charges at them, and he's trying to get like Spike up into the loft while a naked horde is making it into the like hut after them.
Yeah.
Great scene. Intense.
Well, it's also interesting because like it looked like they only had like 7.
But they kept coming.
Oh no, they definitely kept coming. But when you first see them, you're like, how many fucking naked horde members are there?
I think they hide their numbers
behind that penis.
Yeah, he had like at least 18 people behind that penis. 18 zombies.
Sorry, I need to. Anyway.
anyways,
So,
but
They-
so where
they
are we
used
in
custom
the
built-
in the synopsis?
Still
here?
the fucking beginning.
I know.
custom
pick
built
this up.
rigs. They had custom built rigs using up to 20 iPhones to film these like bullet time freeze zone moments for every time they like hit a zombie with an arrow or there's like a really cool moment. It's like freezes and it goes like does a 180 like around them. And they custom built this like semicircle that went around the actor and it had just like 20 iPhones on it. And that's how they did it, all filming at the same time so that they could just freeze and take a frame from each of the iPhones. That's
Wait,
a
was
cool
this the one where they filmed it all on an iPhone?
No, not the whole movie, but this custom.
Just
This
okay.
custom
Because
rig.
someone's trying
like
to tell
certain
me.
spots. Yeah, certain
Oh, okay.
sections. So, but they rigged the iPhone with all these fucking huge like attachments and
Yeah.
So it's not a regular
Yeah, it's
iPhone.
You're like,
just
oh,
the
I
phone.
filmed it on an iPhone.
It's not
yeah,
just
with
the
a
iPhone,
30
so-
million lens on the fucking thing. Yeah. It's
That's
just
true.
it's just a camera body essentially. They're not using the iPhone lens. You ever try
We
looking at
did
the
talk-
fucking moon with your phone? Yeah, and it's not working.
We see a lot of moons in this movie because we talk about how it's traditional
There it is.
for there to be at least a naked zombie. You get at least one. This movie said,
You got a lot.
I'm doubling down and doubling down and doubling down on that, on the naked zombie trope, because we get so many naked zombies. Now, as Loretto was saying, if you've been a zombie for,
What's he saying?
he said he loves to see naked zombies, and I'm here with him. I am down with it. Now, if you've been a zombie for 20-something years, your clothes are going to fall off. That's just going to happen. You see the way they run, the way they attack things. They go through a doorway. They're not careful. Their clothes are getting snagged on everything. They don't have bleach. They don't have Tide. They're not treating their clothes. They're not doing anything. Your clothes are going to get screwed up. Your clothes are going to come off. So it makes sense that every zombie is pretty much naked. But I watched this with my daughter. She's 17. She's not like a little kid. And she was just like, why is everybody naked?
Even better.
I was just like, they're zombies. Like, they're allowed to be.
because I just feel like if zombie, why would you think like
If zombie.
put a sweater on?
Exactly.
Like,
No, I agree. Yeah. I agree.
like you
I've
know,
never
they just
not
wouldn't.
agreed.
They wouldn't think to do that. Like you
Yeah,
know,
they're like,
I
I've
don't
worn
mean-
this shirt for 5 days. I got to get another one? No.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
No.
and then if that shirt rips, it's gone. It's fucked.
Dude,
It's
every
just-
day is laundry day. You know what I mean? I want
So the
before
scene when
rest
they're
of my
trying to
house.
get back to their base, we touched on this, Loretto. They're trying to get back to the base. The base is only accessible at low tide. They're being chased by an alpha. So cool. Running back, the tide is like their pathway is accessible, but it is not fully open. So they're still trudging through water. It's still like you got to sludge, push through the water, and this fucking alpha is in a dead ass sprint,
Dude.
and you have just twilight going on in the background. What an intense scene!
Dude, hold on. 'cause
Visually
there's a
awesome.
Shot. There's a shot where, because the dad and the son are relieved, right? It's like
Oh,
they
they're
did the
happy.
hunt. They they got fucking chased into that house and they were hiding and they thought they were gonna die, and then they get to the water and they're like, we made it. We fucking made it. And they're so happy. They're talking about the party. And there's this shot. It's like one of those soft, like the what do you call it? Oh, good God. The focus. It was one of those focus shots where it's like,
yeah, a rack pull or
the,
push pull.
Arachnid.
No.
Or remember like when you push pull on something?
3 letters. 1 word. Oh, we playing charades?
Anyways.
I'm sorry.
Anyways. But there's like this, like the alpha's out of focus, but then when he comes into focus, he's just fucking standing there. You know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then when he starts running, it's like, oh shit! You know what I mean? So like that setup, again, like Danny Boyle really set these moments up, and it was fantastic.
Dude. So that's why I was like, I don't know why you guys are slowing down. You guys need to fucking pick up the pace, because my ass isn't always excited until we get through the gate. And I'll be like, I'll be cool when we get through the fucking gate.
They were like chilling. They were like laughing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, son. Oh, they almost got you there, boy. You know, like.
What accent? I cannot let that go. What? Oh, son. That was a great one. But it was. Here's the thing.
I didn't say I was good at it.
That's fair. Yeah, like visually, this movie is very visually stunning. I mean, granted, the landscape is gorgeous, and watching sometimes the clouds going over, like it just was like, oh man, it was awesome. And been watching that, I think like the lights, the star lights going on, like it almost looked like the aurora boreal lights, you know, and had like that weird the fucking, you know what I'm saying,
the aurora borealis.
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
The way that it's
like
shot.
That. The way
that it's shot, the village is practically a goddamn space station.
Dude,
they're running through the fucking galaxy, and the Alpha is on a fucking rocket ship. Like just the way that it's filmed, it's so surreal. Like,
it's just like, man, he's got so much energy. He's running through that water like that. Damn. I mean, he caught them. If it wasn't for the dudes taking him out with a fucking lance,
dude, they were launching
fire
torpedoes and arrows at this dude. But.
Yeah.
So, guys, I don't know if I've talked about this, but I'm a huge ringer. I fucking love Lord of the Rings. And I couldn't help but think of fucking Aragorn, like in Elvish, like, God. Legolas, bring him down! And the guy has the fucking torch or the bomb, and then Legolas is trying to, like, bring him down, but he just kept fucking running, like...
Dude, for real.
So
the
good.
scene elicited
That's
exactly what it should, because as I was watching it with my daughter, who had never seen it, she just... about halfway through, just goes, this would be terrifying. That would be terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening.
Terrifying.
And I'm like, exactly. You look back and you're just like, I'm only halfway to where I need to be, and this dude is gaining on me. And his dick is huge.
No one's thinking.
Fucked. You've got to run. You have no choice.
About his penis at that moment in time.
First of all,
have you ever run?
It's like, look at the size of that penis and how quickly it is coming towards
me. Those two things don't normally go together. The speed and the size, they don't go together. That's terrifying. That's a combination you don't want to fuck.
It's coming at me at an accelerated rate.
And it's coming. And it's going to get you, and that's what's scary.
Have you guys ever ran through like ankle deep of water? You know how tiring that shit is?
Oh, dude,
I stepped on a crab and it clawed me.
Dude, and he was fucking
booking it. He was like a fucking shin deep in water, bro. Like, he was booking it.
And the kid kept falling. I was like, get the fuck up.
We talked briefly that the mom is sick. She seems like she's crazy. We learned she's not really crazy. She has cancer, and the premise. Basically, the driving force of the plot is little Spike. When they get back, he feels bad. He's not happy with the trip out because the dad, Anya Taylor-Johnson, is talking about how great he was, and Spike shot all the zombies, and Spike did all this, and he's like, Dad, I didn't do that. That didn't happen, Dad. And he's like, I got scared and I missed, and. He feels.
I don't know if that's worse or better than mine.
I don't know. Yeah,
not even.
I feel like it's different. It's different, but even. That's what it feels like to me.
Okay, I'll take that. But when they were out there, They saw fire in the
Not
distance.
good.
And he's like, what's the
man.
fire? I don't know.
Shit.
Turns out that's Ralph Fiennes. Rafe Fiennes. And he's a doctor.
Rafe. Oh my god.
He's a doctor.
It's
We learned
canceled.
so Spike's thoughts are, I got to get my mom there. I got to get my mom out there to the doctor. And
Oh, it's a little bit better. A little bit better.
thanks. I'm trying to
Getting
practice. He's real mad at his dad. He's big mad at his dad because his dad
Well,
took
yeah.
him out on the trip and was lying, and he caught his dad canoodling with a lady.
That was
in
the
a,
main
yeah.
reason. Yeah.
Well, he catches his dad canoodling with a lady in a tunnel.
He saw his dad put his tongue on a cooter. That's what he did.
He did see
He
that.
was like,
He didn't try to hide it. Well, I guess
Yeah,
he
he
was in
didn't
a
hide it.
tunnel, but it wasn't a. It was like a wide open
No,
tunnel.
he went.
He
went
was really in the
mustache
tunnel,
on
wouldn't
land.
To be fair, the dad did sneak off. It was the son's fault. He was like, I wonder where my dad's going, you know? Like,
The fuck? He's Irish. Like, I'm doing. I wonder where my dad's going. Hot heat hoot hoot.
Oh, he's after those Lucky Charms.
That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like.
so I'm gonna be honest. I watch a lot of like British shit, right? Like I love Shaun of the Dead and shit. I grew up watching shit like Snatch, and I'll be honest,
I love
because
Snatch.
I've done
Oh.
Mickey so much, I can't not do the fucking oh yeah, you're fun of the Periwinkle Blue, like, and you don't know what the fuck Brad Pitt's
That's-
saying, but
I know.
that's
it's
the
so
jokes that
great.
I'm so used to. Like, oh, you like dogs,
Yeah.
like that
You
whole
like
thing.
dogs?
So
Like what? Dogs.
it's like
You
my
the
yeah, my
dogs,
accent's
ma.
fucked. Like,
Dude, I love it. Keep doing it.
Hi,
Keep
I wonder if
doing
my
it.
This
dad's
one,
gone.
First of all, it's not the kid's fault for catching the dad cheating on the mom. All right, the kid didn't want to be there. He's already out. He's already had a big day. They're force feeding him beers. He goes outside to throw up, and then he sees his dad putting his face first in this chick's muff. And you know what's awesome about it, by the way, is that the little kid Spike later pulls the knife on the dad and says, "Get the fuck out of here." And I'm glad that the dad like quickly, Anna Taylor Michael Joy. I'm glad that he quickly
Michael Jordan?
grabbed it, like disarmed him, and like put it away. Because you're like, no, he's a fucking boss. He's like, you're not gonna fucking pull a knife on me. But then he handed
Yeah.
it to him as if to be like, no, we're still good though. Like it was such a cool dad moment, even
Yeah.
though it's a terrible situation.
Yeah.
But
This
like
is-
in that moment, he was still trying to relate to his kid, and the kid was just like, "Well, I can't defeat you. Just get the fuck out of here." And then
can't
the dad
defeat
punches
you.
the fucking wall,
Dude,
and
he
then walks away.
puts
Oh,
the
dude.
fucking
He
like
puts dents
crater
that
in the
wall.
wall. But I love
And
that he
this
was
is-
just like, I could kill you, but
Yeah.
you're my son.
The
Oh,
Yeah, he
frustration
still loves
he
him.
feels.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the last time we see Angie
All right.
Michael Jordan. He doesn't really come back. That's kind of the end of his run in the movie, and then it really shifts to being Spike's
Yeah.
movie because Spike sneaks his mom out. Mom, I gotta get you to the doctor, and he does. That's what's cool. He actually does. On the way, they meet.
That was
a-
somehow the best one and the worst one at the same time.
I agree.
So they introduce
great.
us to a soldier character. There have been no soldiers thus far. We get one about halfway through the movie. The soldiers, we see some soldiers, they're chased by zombies, and the Alpha literally rips a dude's head off with the spine
Dude, he went
sliding
full-
out like crab
Full
meat.
predator on this motherfucker. Just
It
fucking
was
rip that shit
sweet.
out.
This is a Swedish soldier.
Fucking
Nice.
Predator
to be
shit.
fair, I was thinking of Sub-Zero, but we were on the same page.
ooh, Sub-Zero.
You remember that?
yes.
Like,
oh yeah,
The very first one
Either
too, and
way.
you're like, is that a fucking
Yeah.
That's
spy?
a cool move.
dude, that was awesome.
Fuck.
And then he fucking smashed the dude's face with the guy with the fucking spine head ball and chain.
And the Swedish soldier that we
Dong
get,
still
he's
hanging
like, he's kind of a dick, but his dickness is ultimately justified because
Oh,
he
yeah.
watched all his friends get eaten by naked zombies. He has to give this sick lady a piggyback ride, and he has to live, yeah. And he's living
I
next
know,
to like
this
the
is
biggest dick of all on the Alpha. So all these things, like he is justified in his behavior. It's one of those like he's an ass, but you like him and you get it. I get it.
Well, you definitely get it. You get him, even though he was only there because he was an ass to his buddy. Because he was telling his buddy that he was going to throw a life away. So then he joined the fucking Navy, and then the ship fucking sank, and then they rowed
I
to
like
shore.
that anecdote. It's
Yeah.
like, man, I should have been delivering fucking packages with Amazon like my friend did. I'm over here trying to do the right thing.
And I did love the whole time he's trying to explain. He was like, "Well, this is a fucking you don't know what that is, the internet. Okay, well, fuck, am I gonna tell you? This is a
what's
phone.
cool about
you
that?
don't know what that is.
This
That's a
raised the
fucking picture.
questions because I was like,
So
outside of here,
yeah, everyone just moved on. They said,
Right.
Fuck
the rest of the
UK.
world is
That's
running
so
like normal.
fucked. That's so crazy.
Scotland
what's
is
crazy
fucked.
The kid was in one of those boats. You know what I mean? And they do from time to time. They check up on the land or whatever. But there's boats surrounding the UK.
To
So
pretty much blow up any boat that's trying to come off.
bubble. And then it's just so interesting. That kid probably never. He probably does. Yeah, he has no idea what the internet is. Has no idea what the fucking cell phone is.
Crazy.
Like, I thought that was so interesting. Like,
yeah, because if you think about it, like the show like The Walking Dead, that's run for so many years. They have so many spin-offs even now. You have to, as a creator in that show or showrunner or whoever's doing set dressing, you have to be like, hey, this show started in like, what, 07 or some shit? I don't remember when the show actually started. But like, time stopped here.
right.
So it's like, you can't have anything
you can't have
after
anything
that.
evolve past that.
Those cars or motorcycles or any sort of like newer whatever, like even a gun or something. No, it all stopped in 07. I'm just going to say 07. I don't know when the actual fucking day
2010.
is.
I just looked it up.
2010. Okay, it all stopped
You were
this
close.
moment in time. I was pretty close. Thank you very much. So it's
And
like,
to be
it's
fair,
so funny to me.
Unless
think
this
about that
village
stuff.
has internet, which they don't. You know what I mean? They would have
Oh,
no
yeah.
fucking a concept of a computer. Like,
Yeah. Even though you
What's
kept
an
hearing,
iPhone?
you kept
I've never
hearing
heard
the
of an
modem like
iPhone.
dial-up.
I just realized. So I had a buddy from the UK. Trust me, this is on point. I had a buddy from the
I hope
UK
so.
that explained to me, like, you could walk 5 or 6 blocks in London and hear 10 different accents, because there's guys from Wales, there's guys from Liverpool,
Right.
there's
they're
Irish,
all right next to each
Scottish,
other, yeah.
and there's British, and then there's London, and there's like everyone has their own accents. Joshua's definitely doing Liverpool. Like, that's kind of like how the Beatles talked, and it was like, we play some music.
I know.
with the
When I said
guitar,
that, I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like the Beatles. I feel Beatle-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
then you got the
that's definitely
Cockney
Liverpool,
accent
which
and
is
all
where
that
the Beatles are from. So
All right. So
Fucking Beatles. Let's just do
we
all bad
learn-
European accents.
we touched on this. Now it's time to touch
not
it
touching.
deeper.
No.
The zombies
Don't
can
Okay.
give birth. I feel
Yeah.
like this scene threw a lot of people off. I was caught off guard the first time I saw it, but with rewatches, I actually really love this scene. Like I said, I've seen this movie 3 times. I love the giving birth scene. And then especially after the baby comes out, the alpha fucking Samson, we know is his name, rips off of the fucking Swedish soldier's head, and the chase through the train after the baby.
Yeah.
And I think it's another one of the best scenes of the movie. Like, it is fucking intense. That's one of the most intense scenes, at least. Tim, you look like you hate the baby birthing scene. I could tell.
Weird. Well, I thought it was going to happen earlier, because when the pregnant chick was walking in the field, I think it was, like, you can tell they're
Is she
obviously...
pregnant?
Well, that she was pregnant, and that like something was going to happen. What are you looking for, Loretta? You're all over the place.
I'm looking for my spectacles, but go ahead, continue, because
okay.
I have a whole spiel ready for this.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I'm ready
so,
for it.
Oh, I can't wait. Nothing I'm saying is going to be just as important. Find them fucking spectacles. Bong and a blitz. No, yeah, it's just so it just was.
We'll add them in post. We'll add them
okay.
in post.
So now she's going to give birth to this fucking like little zombie baby, and zombie baby's going to bite people's
It's
nipples.
just a baby.
This is what you shut the fuck up. I'm telling you, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like,
I'm
all
just saying
right,
it's
she's going to give
offensive.
birth. I'm very defensive.
No,
she's
it's
getting,
offensive.
she's gonna, you're offensive. So I was like, oh, she's gonna give birth to a little zombie baby. And zombie baby, how you gonna give milk? Because zombie baby's gonna fucking eat your nipples off. Like, that's what I'm thinking. And then she gets close to her. The mom, the fucking Isla. What's her name? Isla?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
Is it Isla?
the cancer
Isla,
mommy.
Boom, I won. So she's there, and she's like, oh, I can help her through the labor pains. So somehow, like I said, zombie mom and like mom, they fucking have this bond over fucking labor, and it transcends this fucking zombie virus. And she's like, I'm with you through the pain. Bullshit. I'm calling bullshit
No,
on that.
it's not
all
bullshit,
right?
Tim.
It's
not
fucking
bullshit.
bullshit. It's bullshit.
Okay,
That's
Loretto,
not how
I know
that
you got a
works.
big
The
spiel.
zombie.
I want to let Loretto have a spiel, but I want to say first because I knew this argument was going to
and
come
then
up.
the kid's not a fucking zombie? The kid's not a fucking zombie at all. The kid's fine. That's bullshit.
I knew that
That's
argument was going to come up
bullshit.
too. I got a rebuttal to both of those, Tim. I got a rebuttal to both of those. Since the dawn of zombie, they have done in movies where a zombie still retains its most basic instincts and wants and desires. Okay, the whole concept of Dawn of the Dead, the original and the remake, is that they go to the mall because that's what they knew. That's what they knew. They know they want to be there. They don't know why. Okay? It's basically like a confused, like somebody with dementia or something. A rage dementia.
Sure.
And then as far as the baby not being a zombie, I said the same thing. I was like, they share blood. Ain't no way. But guess what? The rage virus is a fucking virus, and I Googled it. And Google told me. People with HIV, people with hepatitis, people with all these bloodborne viruses can have babies that do not have the infection whatsoever.
But they could be infected.
So, can I jump in?
All right, let's go to Loretto.
Oh wait, or do you have a?
No, that was pretty much what I had to say.
So the bone doctor, our man Ray Fiennes, I just loved when they told him what they saw, and his reaction, it wasn't even like surprise or upset. He was just like, "Huh, the magic of the placenta."
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Literally, that's what he says, right?
Yeah.
And then my thing, to quote the great Ian Malcolm from The Literary Art of Michael Crichton.
I know where we're going.
Life finds a way.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Exactly.
So they explained that there's alphas because of steroids, and you could have zombie babies because of placentas.
The magic of the
But
magic
that's true
of
science. Do you
magical
not
placenta.
believe in science, Timbo?
I believe in science.
I
Yes,
believe in science.
I do believe in science, actually.
Apparently, me and
Sure.
Josh believe in the magic of the zombie dong.
Apparently, that's what I think the real science is.
The
in this
dong
movie. The zombie
cures
dong.
all.
The dong of the dead. How did it take that long to come
That
up with
has
that
to be a
for the
that has to
record?
be a porno spoof.
Dude, dong of the dead.
If not,
That's
the three of
copyright.
us,
Book it.
we're making it.
We're not making it together. Don't no.
Well,
nope.
I'll see if I can get some actresses. If not, we'll figure it out.
Anyway, so then she helps her through childbirth, and then tries to eat her after, but the baby's fine. And the fucking Swiss guy kills the mom, the zombie mom.
Which, big mistake. Huge. In
But
the
I
words
do
of
love,
Julia Roberts.
I do love Ray Fiennes smothering himself in iodine, because that actually also is science. That proves that, like, because I remember I did get a cut as a kid, and my buddy didn't have anything like hydroperoxide, but he had iodine, and we just put iodine on it. And he was like, yeah, it fucking kills the infection. I was like, oh, cool. And when Ray Fiennes was just covered in it, I was like, oh, shit, that actually is pretty fucking logical in a weird way, you know? So
big introduction to
kills-
Ray Fiennes, the doctor, as he shows up and he blow darts the alpha, which he then tells them, oh, this is Samson. He's been in the area for 3 years. So we have Samson. He knows he's been looking at him.
I bet he's like a fucking like male lion or some shit like that, like
Right,
some
yeah,
fucking
essentially.
like bull, fucking buck or some shit. He's been grazing these lands for 3 years.
And he tells him, I try to stay, I keep my distance. I stay away from him, yada, yada. But he, like you said, covers himself in iodine because he says the virus hates iodine. Doesn't work.
Yeah,
Great. I love it.
makes
Now, the
sense to
doctor,
me.
he has a bone temple. Title of the next movie. It's basically a tower of skulls. And Rafe finds out he has to investigate the
Ray
mom.
finds out. That's funny. Ray finds.
He investigates the mommy. Feels around, does this doctor stuff. Says she has cancer. And she ain't gonna make it. She can't make it.
It's terminal.
I say it. Body and brain. It's spread from the brain to the body or the body to the brain, but either way, it's in both places. And she ain't gonna make it.
Mind the money.
And he basically does a Dr. Kevorkian. All right, they drug the kid, and They kill the mommy and then put her skull up at the very, very top.
God. It got so heavy in that third act.
It did, man.
So heavy.
That's what I'm saying. And, okay, not to gloss over it, because I'm just, like, blowing through this. The performances in here, of all three of them. Ralph Fiennes, Jodie Comer, and Alfie Williams, all in this in the scene where Ralph Fiennes is telling him, your mom has cancer, she's gonna die. They all are delivering top-tier performances.
Yeah.
Great, emotionally impacting performances.
Dude, Spike has all the rage. You know, we just did all this shit. What do you mean? What do I got to get? I'll get whatever I need to get. You know, like the stages of grief, you know, where the mom was kind of like coming to terms with it. She's like, I fucking knew this just kind of solidifies it. But like, I couldn't tell you. I hope your dad was going to fucking tell you. Anna Taylor, Michael Smith, Jones, Troy, he didn't fucking say shit like he should have. You know, so
and I like
this is how we got to do it.
Blunt Ralph Fiennes was, where he was like, he was still saying it with a tone that was empathetic, but he was like, I'm gonna be blunt when the Spike is like, is she gonna die? And he's like, yes, she's gonna die. Like, not, maybe, we'll see. Yet he's like, no, she's gonna die.
No, he's like, she's
gone. There's no saving.
His bedside manner was not the best, but also was at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is, because they tell you got to be blunt in those situations. You can't dance around and be like, maybe it'll make it. It's
no, you can't.
They tell
those
you
situations.
to be blunt.
So
like,
those situations.
Now that we got here, and not to totally derail how much fun we're having, but I gotta say, that section of the film is what really put this film over the top for me, because a lot of like slasher heads and horror gore hounds are like, I don't like elevated horror. But like, see, the thing is, like, with certain films and certain horror films, what elevates it is when you can transcend the horror genre and just implement something real. Like, for example, the plain fear of losing one's mom or parent, that's everybody. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a fucking gangster or a fucking firefighter or you're a fucking doctor, whatever. Everybody has to come to terms with that we are human, and we at some point our light goes out. And like you guys said, the beauty of that moment, the delivery of that moment, and then the quote of, you know, Ralph Fiennes telling Spike, like, hey, memento mori. You know, this whole memorial is a reminder we all die. You know, whether your mom dies today or your mom dies 30 years from now, you have to let her go. And the beauty of that moment was so powerful. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I got really emotional during that section.
Dude, that scene gets me. And you don't expect that from a 28 years or days.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't expect that from a horror film, but I love that it's there. It just elevates the film. Like,
this was my third time seeing it. It still gets me. It's the score, it's the delivery, it's the performances, it's the subject matter. And then when they take the skull out and Spike is climbing all the way to the top of the tower, and they have that score just going, and just to put her up at the top.
Yeah.
The moment, you know, so good.
Also the fact that he was like, he hands her the skull like delicately, and he's like, find a spot for her. Like the way he said that, I was just like,
he's like,
and then he starts to climb, and it's like,
And then he puts her looking towards the sunrise. So she'll always like look at the sunrise. Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, like, you know, memento mori is such a, it's something that I've heard a lot in art, or I should say either movies or literature, where I feel like they get it wrong. Because if you really pay attention to the philosophy behind it, whether it's with Stoicism or even Catholicism, because they have it in there too, like, it's supposed to just be like, hey, remember you're going to die. That's what it means. Remember you're going to die. Remember your death. Like, and not in a sad way, and not in a way of like YOLO, like you only live once. It's just like in a, like, just a realization we're all going to die. So put things in perspective. And I feel like this was one of those movies or pieces of art that finally, in my opinion, got it pretty fucking close to what it should be. You know, he just was like, everyone dies. These guys all died. The zombie, you know, like, doesn't matter, zombie virus or he even says before, he's like, I know I'm going to die. I doesn't die from starvation or from the zombies or from violence, he says, meaning the zombies and stuff, which I thought was such a cool way of saying he might get attacked. so with his whole bone temple being this memoriam to all these people and treating everybody equal too. You know, every story, everyone here had a thought. They had a mouth that ate food and swallowed, you know, like and like just did all these things. So it was really cool to see it, Memento Mori, be something more than like YOLO or some stupid garbage that people kind of like turn it into. YOLO. I really appreciated that because I like
even his process of how he incinerates the body and then he cleans the skull and he almost like
it's
polishes
time and
it,
care.
Like,
yeah,
and all these skulls, it's beautiful, but they're, like you said, they're all the same. It didn't matter what you look like. At the end of the day, all of our skulls are more or less the same, and it's just amazing.
And it also was like so touching when he held the skull, Spike, when he's right before he's placing his mom's skull and like touches this to his head. It's like, in my mind, it's so weird because you're like, yes, loved ones you're gonna have at some point, like the skull, like it's just like it's your mom, you know, or it's your whoever it is.
Right.
Enter in whatever person you want to enter in. And you're just like, I knew that person, and that person knew me. This skull knew me, you know, like it knows who I am, and now it's going to be laid to rest with everybody else. So it's like, oh yeah, no, it's a very touching. It's as I'm saying, it gets so fucking heavy. All of a sudden, you're in this fucking zombie movie, and then all of a sudden, you're not, and then you're like, what are we doing?
And they follow up that heavy kind of depression and emotional moment with Samson, the fucking big dick alpha, makes his way, finds his way back, and I love how quickly they're just like, it goes very quickly from that to Ray Fiennes is like, get down in this bunker that's beneath a grated thing that I have, and Samson's like ripping through the ground. He's so pissed trying to get to the baby. It's quick, but it's another scene of intensity, and this is that's really the last big moment of zombie intensity we have, and it's short, it's brief. They really I think that emotional mother death moment is the main climax ending of the movie. And then there's
definitely
two things I want to talk about after this. So we have Spike makes his way back to his hometown, and he brings the baby in a basket. He brings the baby in a little basket. My question here is, okay, the baby is not infected, or the baby is at least not a zombie. But remember 28 weeks later, the wife, the mom, wasn't a zombie, but she was a carrier. What if this fucking baby is a carrier that you've just brought in? What if she grows up and at 12, 13, has her first kiss some poor little fucking acne-faced kid, and he just goes berserk, and now it's zombie outbreak.
That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah.
I'm gonna counterpoint you. No, guys. Magic placenta. What are we talking about?
There you go. We're full circle. We're full circle again.
What are you fucking talking about?
Yeah.
I'm just saying it could happen.
No.
Because you could be a carrier without exhibiting.
It's fine. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. They just kept saying the whole movie. Look at the eyes. Also, she ain't got no two-color eyes. No.
But the mom in the last one had the two-color eyes from the get-go. That wasn't from the virus.
No, the virus turned to color, I thought, because the kid at the end, the boy at the end, at the end, I thought his mom...
Born, no, so they set it up. They were born with it, and it's hereditary. It was passed to the son.
It's hereditary. Tim, did you watch the movie, Tim?
I literally just watched it.
No. Like Cliff Notes it. Like all these movies. I don't watch these. I got time. I got shit to do.
Right. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, Tim, which I think you kind of talked about when you were like, it becomes a completely different movie. The very end of this movie.
Yes.
What do we think of the very end of this movie? Because Spike is out on his own. Spike goes out on his own.
Oh, you're talking about the very, very end. Oh, yeah.
Spike is on his own, and then he encounters a zombie. And then it turns into a Looney Tunes for about
the fucking Power Rangers showed up. The fucking
Power Rangers, baby.
Fucking. Oh my god!
Some tracksuited folks.
The Swiss Army knife showed up. Where those guys are, the blonde hair, blue eyes, and then that's the thing, because then the whole time you think fucking Aaron Thomas and fucking Joy is the kid from the beginning. It's not. It's this dude. This dude's the fucking kid from the beginning because he's got the cross, and now it's upside down. That's not a good thing to have. I'm just saying that. I'm just gonna put that out there. And then his little legion of fucking Doom Day kids jump over the fucking thing, like they're fucking
Jimmy.
morphin' time.
I was like, what
Yes.
the fuck is his name? He's like, I'm
Yeah.
Jimmy.
And then they fucking fuck
oi,
up these zombies. Oi,
So
we like to help,
Jimmy.
you know?
yeah,
Like,
the ending
oh my
of
God.
this, I remember again. I saw this alone in theaters.
And it got very art housey as well.
So
Let's just-
I saw this alone in theaters, and I literally, because I was alone, I had no shame in speaking out to the theater. I just was like, "What the fuck is going on?" In these last 2 minutes, I was like, "This is so fucking out of nowhere. It's so different," and it really threw me off. And I walked out, and I texted my other two like movie friends who had seen it, and I was just like, "The fuck was that ending? What the fuck happened?" And they just were like, "LOL." That was all they said. Like that was it. And but I will say, much kind of like the birthing scene, where I was like, it threw me off a little at first. Upon rewatches, the ending has not really bothered me.
because now you know what's happening.
Because
You're waiting
because
for those fucking
it's such a
crazy
tonal
kids to
shift.
show
But
up.
again, it's only a tonal shift for like 2 minutes. It's like 2 minutes, but it's the last 2 minutes of the movie.
Sure.
That this band of, I don't know, grifters show up in tracksuits and are like doing flips, and they have sound effects like whoa, like Super Mario Brothers,
Yeah.
like doing all this weird shit. And I was just
weird.
like, "What the fuck is
So
going
weird.
on?" It threw me off. But that sets up the next
I got
movie.
nothing.
Those are the stars of the next movie, of Bone Temple.
Can't wait.
It's a zinger.
Super
It's
pumped.
a cliffhanger, and also look, we're talking about the guy. Look, like whatever. Danny Boyle won a fucking Academy Award. Who gives a shit? But like, he did Train Spotting, and even like the first 28 Days Later was so grungy and punk. Like, I just feel like this didn't feel that out of place. Like, it just felt like okay. So we
It
got
didn't feel out of
On
place for this
rewatches,
movie,
I would
no.
agree with you.
so
On rewatches, I
So
would
hold
agree.
on, let's play out the card here, right? We got Mr.
Sure.
Big Dong, we got fucking Bone Temple Doctor, we got fucking Cancer Mom who keeps calling son Dad, and you know
Sure.
fucking Coochie Dad Hunter Archer guy, and then we got the Tracksuit Mafia. It doesn't feel out of place. Like it looks like a Lord of the Rings roster just transplanted into this fucked up apocalyptic world here, right? Like
I feel like
I don't
Tim's
think-
got
yeah,
different thoughts.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I feel Lord of the Rings, I don't agree with you now. And since you call yourself a ringer, what the fuck are we talking about? But anyway, I do think that for this movie, it did not feel out of place because this movie was bookended with just artsy, crazy shit happening, you know? So for this movie, it wasn't out of place. But it definitely was weird. Like, I'm not going to deny and say it's not weird. It's definitely fucking weird. There's a lot of weird shit, you know, visually happening in this movie.
Like-
Whatever it was, it doesn't matter if it's a zombie movie.
like-
it still was weird shit and tonally different shit that happened. You
from
know,
beginning
you
to
can't
end,
deny
right?
that.
We got the Teletubbies, you know, the fucking zombie giving birth to a human baby,
Tinky Winky.
and then we get the
Sure.
tracksuit, the
You get
tracksuit
the
mafia
tracksuit
Power
fucking
Rangers.
mafia,
Like,
yeah, fucking mafia over here.
I
You
will
know, Book
say-
of Boba Fett's going to show up in the next one.
You know, I used my daughter's reaction to the running back to safety as the alpha was chasing them, and she was like, "That would be terrifying." Was the reaction they
Yeah.
wanted? I think she also gave the same exact reaction they would have wanted to this ending, because about 30 seconds into these tracksuit people flipping through with these weird sound effects, she was just watching like this, and she turned around and looked at me and was just like, "What is even happening?" And I think that's what they wanted. I think they wanted this to feel like
Why Spike
different.
thinks he can like just live on his own out there. He caught one fish, didn't get to fucking eat it. You know.
oh,
Well, no, it did say 28
it
days
did
later.
look good too. I
It
was
did
like,
say
damn,
28
they worked
days.
Oh yeah, they
hard to
gave us
cook
the
that fucker.
28 days later.
They did. So he's been I'm assuming out on his own for almost a month. So I you know, now that I think about it, I take that back.
Take it back, Tim.
Sit corrected. I've taken it back.
Take it back.
But still, it was fucking weird. Let's not gonna deny that it wasn't fucking weird.
Well,
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying it's fucking weird. Sometimes
On-
weird's good.
I gotta say,
Not
guys,
bad.
when it cut to black for the credits,
Uh-huh.
literally in my first screening, I was like, "Fuck yeah!"
I
I was
Yeah.
like, "Yes!" I was so into it.
thought there was an end credit scene. I was like, because they keep doing flashes. I was like, I'm gonna skip to the end. So, but no.
although I will say the
Something.
trailer for Bone Temple, which again we are covering
I
next
gotta watch
week,
that.
doesn't have the tone of this weird, silly Power Ranger thing. At least the trailer doesn't. It doesn't have that. So we'll see.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Did you think he was going to give us a full movie?
Yeah, right.
Let's move on to the next section of the show.
Finally.
What I call Letterboxd time. The average score for this movie on Letterboxd is a 3.4. That is based on... I know.
What?
That is based on 968,000 reviews. It's a lot of reviews. It's some of the most reviews that we've covered on the show, but it's one of the newest movies. The most common rating out of that is a 4 out of 5, making up 28% of the rating. So, Tim, now we go to you.
Yep.
What is your rating of this movie?
I didn't hate the movie. Yes, it was weird, and visually, it was very artsy, and took a lot of liberties with certain things. I felt like the ending, the main third act, I would say, is I think really good. I gave this a 3 out of 5. I thought it was good, but I don't know, it just was so fucking weird. I'm not a big fan that they changed the lore in the third movie with all these different types of zombies just to give different types of threats. I feel like the rage zombies.
It's been 18 years since the last movie, Tim.
Yeah, but the rage zombies themselves are way scarier than this guy who controls them because they're just like animals coming at you. But yeah, my rewatchability on this, because I was thinking about that, I was like, would I rewatch this again? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it gets really heavy, at times, and I'm just like, I'm not ready for that emotional toll.
Okay.
So that's all
right.
right.
Well,
I don't know what to tell you. I'm
That's
assuming
okay,
you guys
man.
love
You're
it.
entitled
I'm
to
assuming
your
you guys love
opinion. You're entitled to it. Loretto.
Thank you. Thank you for that permission.
What are your thoughts and rating of 28 Years Later?
5 stars, baby.
I knew it. Woo! I knew it was going to go to perfect score. Perfect score.
No, and to be honest, so I watched it twice in theaters, and the first time I jumped out of my seat, but I didn't realize how much I liked it until I saw it the second time. And the second time, like, emotionally, it really hit me, and like, because the first time you get the dicks and the action set pieces and the intensity of the suspense, but the second time, like, emotionally, I really started to sit with some of this, and like, even like the character of Jimmy, who they don't fucking show him for the entire film. You gotta imagine this fucking kid was in a house full of what I imagine is his neighbors and family, and they got fucking slaughtered in front of him. He goes to his dad, and his dad's like, "Yes, please eat me. It's the apocalypse." And you just gotta imagine this kid's fucked, right?
Oh yeah.
So he grows up, he watching his dad get eaten by zombies. He probably obviously he hates zombies, and that's like his whole MO is like, I'm a zombie killer thing. But like, his psyche's all fucked up, So I think that character in itself is interesting. And then, of course, between Ray Fiennes' mom and Spike, which is, like I said, that was my favorite moment in the entire film. It gets me every time. I saw it a third time later on, and God, it still gets me. It still gives me chills, and I thought it was really well acted. Sinners and 28 Years Later are like my favorite films of the year so far. So
nice. So yeah, I've seen
like Sinners. Like, what was that?
I like Sinners. I was just like, how can you compare? But it's fine. It's fine.
Dude, they're neck and neck, man. Like,
okay.
It's good. It's
So
fine.
Tim doesn't think Sinners and
like Sinners.
this are comparable.
I like Sinners.
No, I said you don't think this is comparable to Sinners.
No.
Exactly.
But
Whereas
it's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I just was told that. So
My rating
opinion.
of Sinners and my rating of this are the same.
Yeah, I know you guys like this movie. I picked up on that.
So I've seen this movie 3 times. My rating of it hasn't changed, but it came really close to changing this time. I almost bumped it up, and there's not a lot of room for me to bump it up because since I first saw this, I had it at a 4.5 out of 5 upon all my watches. This third watch, I texted our editor Dave, who does not like this movie, and was like, dude, just finished 28 Years Later for the third time. This movie's so good. I said, I'm debating bumping it to a 5 out of 5. And he was just like, this is not a perfect movie. I said, oh, it's damn close.
Do it.
It's close.
Do it.
It's close. I said, do you remember the placenta, Dave?
The magic placenta.
And so I'm going to stick with, for at least now, a 4.5 out of 5. But Tim's debating the rewatchability of this. I've seen it 3 times. I would watch it again right now. I just watched it yesterday. I would watch this movie again right now.
I must give this thing a 2.5, just for the record.
Well, you're insane. This movie is great.
What the hell?
This movie is so good.
It's okay.
Here's the thing, Tim. You are representing. You're representing the divide. It's a divisive movie. That's okay.
If only there was a podcast about divisive movies.
Used to be. Once upon a memory. For the record, me and Tim used to host a movie podcast called Movie Divide.
Stand
I
up.
saw the shirt. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, stand up. You're wearing the shirt, you dickhead.
The Movie Divide.
Perfect standing.
If he stands up anymore, he might show his dong.
He might.
I'm pantsless. We used to, talk about divisive movies.
He was like, see, can you see? I can't go up too high.
I'm on a Zoom call.
But I think this movie is great for all the reasons we've talked about. I think it is very rewatchable. Very rewatchable. I think it is emotional. I think the art house stuff, like the poem of boots going over the scene and the putting up the flashing and stuff. My wife doesn't like that scene. I like that scene. I think that scene's great. So I'm going to land this at a 4.5, which means it's a good movie. That's where I'm at.
But then a 3 is a good thing. 3 is a good score.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Right?
It's more of the consensus.
We are all in agreement.
The audience, they didn't know what to fucking do with this movie. I feel like general audiences didn't know what to make of this movie.
Yeah, because I think the expectation was something completely different than what we got. Definitely if Josh would have told me what I was going to expect in this, I definitely would have probably had a different score. But since no one told me anything, I went into it just...
Well, you're not my wife.
We literally just watched 28 days, 28 weeks. Now let's go right into it. Which I think is fun about this podcast is that the way we're doing it is that we're able to watch these movies back to back to back to back. So we kind of almost fresh. And, we don't have because there was one franchise we did where people were like, oh, this fucking thing was sucked and the fans were so divided and blah, blah, blah. Not this movie specifically. But I was like, oh, did the people not like it? Because I had a great time, because I don't remember all the fucking garbage that came out when it came out. So for me, it was fine. It was fun. I forgot what my point was, but that's where I landed the plane.
Yeah,
but
it's a good.
I gotta say, as someone that watched 28 weeks just before this, they're so different.
Oh,
so
different.
Like a full 180 from what 28 weeks later was, and I
like 28 weeks later. I actually really enjoyed 28 weeks later. Yeah,
it's really good.
I think.
Well, next week we will be back with Bone Temple, the 4th film in the franchise, and then after that, at some point in the future, we are getting a 5th because they have confirmed that they are finishing out the 28 years later trilogy. So we will have a 5th. We'll jump back into that one when it comes out. Let's go out on a cheers, boys. Cheers.
I finished. Cheers.
Yeah.
That's okay. Mine's empty too. I'm just going to fake it. Clank. All right. Clank. That is it for the binge. We will catch you next week when we wrap up the 28 Days Later franchise with 28 years later, the Bone Temple. And we will catch you on that flippity flop.